Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 2 vs 2 on Marconia. Playing Northern side as the Fallen Angels, we've got Tiger Shark, and we've got Porot N playing as the Tau Empire. Whereas on the Southern side, playing as the Dark Angels, we've got Custom King, and we've got Eri7889 playing as the Imperial Fists. It's quite funny how we don't see this the map Marconia, for quite some time, probably for about like 5 months or so. And in the space of 1 week, we see it twice. So it's funny how those kinds of things work out, isn't it? But yeah, so I do really much like the team composition for the Southern team here. If the Dark Angels here go for some Terminators and stuff, and then the Wombo combo them with the mighty infantry, and also the really good combination of Razorbacks from both the Dark Angels and the Imperial Fist, should definitely be a really strong front line for both these guys. And also the Siege Marines being able to carry on the heavy cover. I mean, there is plenty of heavy cover to make use of when you're on the defensive, but around the middle, especially going up against this relic over here, there's not much heavy cover as opposed to maybe here. But actually, I think, yeah, the Southern team probably has a little bit of a defensive advantage considering that is there, so yeah, nice stuff. Now, the Tau have gone for the regular Tau opening, as in 7.0 for Unification. The Tau buildings now basically you can only get Tau from this building, and then you build your Kroot shaping center for any Kroot nonsense. So that is a thing that's taken place. Fire Warriors moving over to keep the Scout Marines on the backside. And we are seeing Custom King go straight away for some Space Marines. So Dark Angels normally go for a whole smorgasbord of Scouts, but now he's going to go for some regular old Tacticals in the openings. Now, they won't be able to win a firefight against a Fire Warrior team, but I assume you're probably going for a Company Commander. There we go, Company Master even. Not just a Commander. Master Blaster, as they say. And they're just going to ignore them and go probably focus on the central point over here. The Raptor veterans from Tiger Shark are going to be seeing if they can sort out these lads and lasses. Well, no, just lads, I suppose. Tap Marine using his Flamer will break the morale of the veterans if they can get some shots on them. And they won't be winning this engagement, especially when Vin Diesel comes along. Well, it looks less like Vin Diesel now. It looks more like... it looks like a really angry Andrew Tate with a better chin, I suppose. We're going to stick with Vin Diesel because tradition is tradition, gosh darn it. And I, for one, cannot be bothered to think of another celebrity that looks like him. But yeah, the Space Marines over here chasing away the Zealots. Fire Warriors are just kind of chilling out over here. Could be a little bit more aggressive if they wanted to. Maybe getting some pot shots off at the Central Post over here. Company Master will come over and see. They can probably shake them away. And an aggressive use of the Tech Marine. We do see the Imperial Fists using the aggressive Tech Marine quite a lot in the games that we've seen on channel before. Actually, the Warp Smiths doing the exact same kind of thing, and these guys have got plasma pistols, which are absolutely amazing against heavy infantry. And Tech Marine over here being pestered and bothered, but he's got a Flamer on the go, as well as a regular bolter and a plasma pistol, so probably does more damage in the long run than a Warp Smith. Vin Diesel smashing around the Warp Smiths on the back line as well before, also plonking a Zealot down on his backside. Raptors are being reinforced to maximum size, I do believe, yep. And now, old Vinny, he's got no family left. Going to run back to his brothers who've left him behind. Company Master has also joined their ranks as well. And yeah, it's quite an explosive engagement at the beginning of the game. Raptors going to come in for some more as well. Don't know about this. Always seeing this. Would love to see this listening post being upgraded actually. But I assume Eri is going to go for a tier 2. Also got some more Space Marines on the go as well. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's one way to counter the Siege Marines, is that if you don't want to fight them in range because of their heavy cover, just bonk them in close combat. That'll work. And now I've got the Warp Smiths being a bit aggressive over on this listing post on this side. I think a nice use of the Fire Warriors as well as Tower Commander. Going to be sending some plasma fire over to that sentry post. And we are seeing tier 2 on the way for Custom King. Not sure what came out from the smoke over here. Maybe was planning to build something, but cancelling it. Space Marines for the Dark Angels. Not going to bother with them, as they could probably just do some counter bashing, to be fair. Only got this one over here being upgraded with some defensive shooty bits. Tier 2 on the way for the Tau. Are we seeing the same for you guys? Not at the moment. Maybe Tiger Shark is going to go for the anchorage and just tech up that way. After all, the Fallen Angels can basically either tech up like a regular faction, or they could just get all their technology by using their anchorages, but they still need a fair amount of them to get going. I'm just now getting involved with these regular... Oh, it's... My goodness, it's been ages since we've been waiting to see this happen, but Fallen Angels against Dark Angels. My goodness. Long time coming. I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen a 1 versus 1 with Dark Angels and Fallen Angels yet. Would definitely love to see it. Hint, hint. People who play this game and send in the replays. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But sorry about that. But yeah, so we're seeing the Imperial Fist. They're pushing in over here. The Zealots aren't exactly going to be keeping those guys. Right, but there's 2 of them left. So, you know, I mean, they've at least got a friend to run back home with. Fire Warriors moving on the southern flanks. And, yeah, it's going to absolutely murder the Space Marines over here. Very unfortunate they're already quite low health. So 1 full-blood squad wipe going on over there. And with the Raptors able to jump in and pass, we've got a strong front line. The Raptors, strong back line with the Fire Warriors. Stealth suit there has been spotted and killed without mercy. Here comes the company master of the Fallen Angels, and this guy really does slap in close combat. We did see the other day in the 1v1 of the Fallen Angels, and he did a fairly good job against a full-blown Greater Demon of Nurgle. And as mighty as the Siege Marines are in defending against ranged damage, all this firepower coming in from the Tau can't really stop the Tau from wrecking your face in the ranged department. We are seeing an orbital elevator, a librarian on the way. That guy brings out a huge AoE boom, which will certainly, if these Fire Warriors manage to clump up like they are right now, I will certainly, if not get a full squad wipe in one, at least get them close to it. Got some breaches over here. In case anyone gets any jumpy ideas. Also Pathfinder. So yeah, a nice selection of Tau weaponry on the go at the moment for Pora N, which I'm fairly certain we've never seen this chap on the channel before, so quite excited stuff. We're actually seeing a fair few newer players featuring in games that people, like the regular people send in, and also extra new people that are sending things in, so excellent stuff. And if you guys want to send, and if you guys want to send in some games, and you know, maybe you've not done it before, and you think, oh, no, I'm feeling a bit nervous, just throw them into the Discord, link in the description below. Get your games cast and all that stuff, always looking for new people to show their faces and see what they could do on the battlefield. 4 Scout Marines, not having the best of times, being targeted by those Pathfinders. They will survive. Got a Mortis Dreadnought, which is a fairly decent thing to go for. What weapons have you gone for? Oh, you still just got your regular heavy bolters on either side. 2 twin-linked ones. They will do a mighty amount of damage against all this infantry. Also being able to resist that incoming damage as well from the Fire Warriors. Imperial Fist also coming in on the sides as well, but the Fallen Angels on the northern side surrounding that relic. And they could quite easily flank these dudes. It's going to be very careful. Well, the Librarian is out now, and if he could get one big smite on one area, that will... I mean, it's quite a large AoE bit as well. Stealth suit teams bringing in the damage for the Mortis Dreadnought, but he is in heavy cover, so he won't be doing too bad. TX4 Piranha Skimmer, which is armed with a fusion blaster to help furthermore break through the armor of the Dreadnought. Raptor veterans ready to come through the flanks. Huge smite, there we go, look at that. They're doing a lot of damage, but also practically blinding loads of people nearby. That was a whole army being hit right there. So now it's time to attack back. Do what they can, but I don't think there's enough to follow. Oh no, I suppose they've got some Imperial Fists around here to continue the attack. So very nice use of the Librarian there. Has been stunned, well not stunned, but slowed by the Tau Commander's snare. But definitely regaining some area there. But the northern team has got the control of the map at this present moment in time. Let's have a really quick look at the economies. 110 and 60 and 98 and 39 compared to 92 and 93 and 104 and 40. And you've got both your anchorages on the go. You are now in Tier 2. Have you gone for Tier 2? Oh no, you have not, by the looks of it, the build down there is not done. So he's just taking up purely through the anchorages. That's quite nice to see. Seeing the Fallen Angels being played like Fallen Angels. Well, I suppose it's preference, isn't it? First preference at the end of the day. Mortis Dreadnought now armed with a couple of auto cannons. Will take a while to break through the listing post, but will still do the job all the same. Can also turn its firing damage to any sort of target, really. Not specialised at killing one thing in particular. will do the job. Metal bomb in front at the Dreadnought, but the Tech Marine is there to repair it. And we do also have some Havoc veterans and with triple auto cannons, so he'll be giving them a taste of his own medicine. But they won't be able to stand up against this incoming fire. Not without some more support on the go. Now, do the Mortis Dreadnoughts not? So they've got both their weapons, which are both ranged, which normally for something like an Infernus? Hellfire Dreadnought, that's what they're called. The regular Space Marines can't tie them up into close combat because they've got no melee weapons. Because these guys do punch things with their gun. So you can jump the Raptors in and stop them from firing their weapons. So that might be an option for them. I've moved a little bit far forward. Imperial Fists have yet to catch up with them. Here comes the Razorback, just swarming on in. Oh, let's say swarming, just riding on in. There's only one of them. Can't swarm if you're one. That's plenty of infantry, and those Raptors are in the middle of Shit's Creek. They're absolutely surrounded by a whole bunch of stuff. Librarian trying to get into position, potentially for another smite on the go. Which ideally you want to place it roundabouts here. Also be able to crack open the stealth suit teams as well. Once Dreadnought's repositioning down here. Also got a third one on the side as well. So lovely piece of ranged fire incoming. Delphish Troop Carrier will not be able to survive against that incoming damage. The Librarian can see them all. The Librarian is about to go down. Going to run backwards, see if we can join another squad just for defensive purposes. We've got a Librarian from Custom King as well, so plenty of psychic damage on the way for the Loyalists here. Piranha. Oh, so no, you're not Piranha, you're a Barracuda flying on in. Which, yeah, to be fair, I think Barracudas would be a wonderful idea if there weren't so many autocannons on the go. But, I mean, maybe one Barracuda goes over onto this side, maybe starts shooting things up just to bring some of the front line backwards. Maybe get a plasma generator or two. I suppose there, as well for the Imperial Fist, if you can take care of their one singular plasma generator, then that'd be quite good, as their main weakness is all the green money comes from one singular building that's upgraded over time. Take that out and you really do a lot of economic damage. It does have a lot of health as well, so I suppose that's something to take into consideration. Zealots and Havoc Marines on the front lines use that heavy cover to their advantage. Morale has been broken, and they will not be winning a firefight against not only the Mortis Dreadnoughts but also the Plasma Gun Turret and the Sentry Post, but it has been shot at a distance by the Tower Commander. Also using that stealth suit team to gain some additional vision. Do quite like this little pose. One Librarian between two Mortis Dreadnoughts. There we go, stick that on a poster, put it in your bedroom. But while these guys have got quite a substantial amount of fighting forces, they are not really pushing through their defences. And they've got that relic advantage. I mean, there is a relic on... Is there a relic on this side? No, there's only one relic on this map. I always thought there was one for each... Oh, no, there is. There's one. You are a... No, you're not. I'm getting confused. No, it's just one relic. Never mind me. Never mind me. It's because I don't see this map often enough. That's my excuse. So we might potentially be seeing some big bad toys coming in from Tiger Shark over here. Got 3 anchorages on the go. Shame that we can't see the... I don't know if there's like a way to see the current technology level from the anchorages. It would be cool if we're kind of like, oh, what's it called? You know, like with the Tyranids, when they've got their... Is it yellow money? Whatever they have for their research stuff. One of their resources would be quite useful to have. But anyway, we do have the Dark Angel... Not Dark Angels, Fallen Angels. That's Heresy again. Pushing in to the Imperial Fists. Razorback attempting to get some shots in with its mighty weaponry. Interesting that we're not seeing the Siege Marines standing with these guys to spread that defensive buff. That'll be really useful for them. Barracuda also going to come in for some supporting fire. Mortis Dreadnoughts have plenty of them as well. Laying siege to the Tau Empire on that side. And no one really able to make much progression at the moment. It's very much a standstill. But I suppose Norman team don't mind that at all. After all, they do have the map advantage. Stealth Suit team attempting to bring down the Mortis Dreadnought. Now getting a fair few shots in there. Tower Commander as well, also with his plasma rifle and his missile launcher. One Mortis Dreadnought down. Dark Angels with their Swift Raptors coming around on this side. So now it's going to be a 2v1. Company Master looking for a flanking maneuver, but will be spotted. And yeah, I think that the attack path for Custom King to go for here surely must be going for the Deathwing path and getting those Terminators online. The Raptors jumping in, killing another Mortis Dreadnought, surrounding that poor Tech Marine, but he's still alive there. Still alive, gosh darn it. It's got scouts. No upgrades on the weapons though. I suppose at this point in the game, probably not what you really want. Yeah, gotta be Terminators. Is that what you're going for? Surely. Gone for, is there a Deathwing? Possibly, maybe. I've got that Vindicator out. The Vindicator will do some good stuff. Another Librarian, Mind Worm as well, which does damage to a specific enemy. Kind of works like a Mind War if I'm not mistaken. Also has got an Apothecary in their ranks. Yes, Apothecaries, that'd be amazing as well. After all, you're not going to out-DPS the Tau in the firepower department, but you might be able to outlast them just by sheer dogged will. Devastator Centurions for Eri on the far-flung side. And all goes quiet on this western front. Dropping some who you've been dropped in. A banner bearer who bears a banner. And I do quite like that little flag he's got going on there. Little Dawn. Oh, little Dawn in there. Good stuff. Chaplain for the Elf regen. Yeah, it's just going to be... We've got the infantry. We've got the tanks. We might not be able to do as much damage as you, but we can certainly take a better punch. That's not a bad strategy at all. Like Rocky said in that film, it's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and still get back up. At least I think that was the quote. To be fair, and I know you're probably going to lambast me in the comments for this, but I've never watched the Rocky film all the way through. To be fair, it's just not my cup of tea. I can't understand a word the man's saying. I need subtitles, and even then I don't think the subtitles know what's going on. Poor scouts, they're attempting, but probably not where they want to be. The front lines is not ideal for them. Ares now is going to push out as well. Rhino transport for the repositioning of those Primaris Hellblasters. And they do a lot of damage to buildings and all that kind of stuff. Relic potential for decapping there. Are we seeing any big stonking stuff coming out for you guys at the moment? No, so you cannot lose that relic if you want to make proper use of its... Well, it's stuff, I guess. Command Long Strike Gunship is out and about. Quite long-ranged and quite damage-dealing. Well, I suppose that's all Tau stuff, isn't it? Big push from the Fallen Angels on top of the Imperial Fists. Primaris Hellblasters have been knocked out of that Rhino there. We do have some Assault Terminator veterans chasing them down there. It's not where they want to be. From the perspective of the Primaris going on there. Of something being deep stricken into the middle of all these boys there. What could it possibly be? Is it going to be a Dreadnought? I suppose it will be. No, it's going to be some Assault Siege Terminators. Also, a huge smite from Librarian. Amazing stuff. To be fair, dare I say it, Eri 789 is probably one of the most bestest players for the Imperial Fists. But don't let him know that I've said that, otherwise he'll use that against me forever and ever, amen. But really competent player when it comes to Imperial Fists. He knows what he's doing with them. And they're just going to swarm over the Fallen Angels, killing them to a man. Tau Empire down here is pushing forward there. Probably will want to come in and support their allies. Elbas is still alive somehow, some way. Do you have a Apothecary? No, you've got a Librarian in your ranks. Got the Christ Battlesuits coming forth there. They do a fair whack of damage, as well as everything else. They're also a bit tankier than your regular... Oh no, the Caster ended up killing them. Still they were tankier than your average bear, but nope, they are not. But to be fair, that was a lot of incoming fire. It's not the normal amount of incoming fire you would normally get. And the Tau not really committing their full forces to that engagement. Kind of only got half an army left. And it's a very difficult situation for the Northern team at the moment. What are you going to go for? You've got your Hammerhead gunship on the way. You've got some Predator Annihilators. Terminator Veterans. Last of his kind. Going for some Cyclone missile launchers. And yeah, it's the shoes on the other foot now. Tau kind of blocked out of returning back to their own base. Do you chase after all this stuff, or do you just push into the Tau base proper? I suppose you can't really leave these guys on their own, can you? Too deadly to be left to their own devices. Oh, you jump now. Right, okay, well that's useful. It's remarkably useful. Just repositioned back into the Tau base. Now got the Predator attempting to snipe out that Whirlwind Scorpius. Big bloofer from the Imperial, punching those Salt Siege Terminators. Remarkable amount of damage to them. You can snipe them out, that'll be quite a useful thing indeed. One model surviving, can they snipe him down? Oh no, never mind, it's been reinforced. We've also got some, yeah, we've got some artillery coming in, which is always nice. Big fan of artillery. There's a fake hammerhead gunship. We'll never know. Make sure that Imperial stays alive there. Once he dies, Tau will feel really sad for a little while. Massively debuffing all the units and stuff. Fake one's dead. And you definitely want that Predator on the front lines more so than the Tau vehicles. Tau vehicles are renowned for being a little bit wet around the edges. It is a hazard close support suit, which is able to get just a whole smorgasbord of weaponry for both their arms and turn their damage dealing to whatever kind of target they wish. And it seems, I'm not sure how this has happened, but double Predator Annihilators, as well as the firepower of the Tau's elite vehicles, has been able to take out a lot of the main damage dealing stuff from the Dark Angels, although the Imperial Fist still knocking around with the Devastator Centurions. Last of the Raptor veterans, can they get squad wipe on that dude before they continue to wreak havoc on everything? Devastator's attempting to run away from them as Tau continue to push on forward. And we've got all this heavy cover here. Custom King, just fall back just a little bit. Make use of every inch that you can. Imperial's gone down, so the Tau can't really push too much far forward until they emotionally recover from their losses. FCAS build-up repairing Commander Longstrike's gunship. Very nice see, although the Predator Annihilator riding in on his own. It's all this anti-vehicle stuff. Not what you want to see. It's going to require both loyalist players to work together to get some sort of parity here with the firepower. It's a real shame because for a second then I thought they were on the winning path. But now the tower is going to swan on in. Which a bit risky though. After all, they've used the jumping juice, so they can't really escape. So if these guys decide to come on in, they can smash apart the Tau vehicles and stuff. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Running as fast as they can, but Imperial Fist not exactly the fastest of factions. Instinct Burst about to go down, but probably not what they want to be concentrating the fire on. Fallen Angels there, seeing the opportunity, and come in for a flanking manoeuvre, as they've been constantly doing the entire game actually. They've been sitting on this middle point here, and just every time someone's been pushing forward, they've always been ready to hamper their forward advances. Another big smite coming in from the Librarian, but doesn't seem to have done that incredible amount of damage against this substantial amount of heavy infantry and the vehicles as well. Things been destroyed on this side. Not sure what that was. Dark Angels Command Squad. Was that a new unit for the 7.0 patch? Possibly. Well, it was there for all of 5 seconds. Japan now chasing around the mutilators that have been spawned in. Dark Strike also going to go for a Obliterator squad as well. And this is just, oh, and awesome Terminator as well. Yep, it's just Dark Strike decided, right, okay, well, we're going to get all the elite units on the go. And I mean, Amy, you had money to play with. Money to play with, but I suppose that we were focusing a lot on just holding the line and trying to find whatever openings that you could. How, Christopher King, how are you doing for economy? You've got enough money as well, but I suppose you have all the money in the world that you want, but if the tower's knocking on the front door, it's not going to be good for you. Areas left, and so has Custom King. So wow, what a turn for the books. It was a really close game, I would say, if they were able to just continue to push into the tower base, or maybe even just like kill some of the stuff. But I suppose, how much money did you guys have? You had a fair bit of money on the go, and also it was quite a high economy game for all players towards the end there. But yeah, man, it was just so close. If we're just able to go in, or maybe just kill those tower vehicles a little bit sooner, then the whole tower base would have been a little bit stuck for options there. And even with all that mighty stuff that Tiger Shark had available to him, wouldn't have been able to take him on 2 versus 1. But hey, such is the way of things. So thank you so much, boys, for sending that game into the Discord. One Spot channel. Have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week. And there is also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. I've been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure's always never short. Now, I'll see you in a bit. Peace.